Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. My name is Kim.
It's Zale.
And today's video is going to be put it all out on the table. This is our marriage series that we have been talking about for oh so long. So the reason behind the put it all on the table series is we pretty much just want to encourage other young couples like ourselves. We get a lot of people that say, you know, how do y'all do it? You know, how is it being married? We always get a bunch of questions, so we decided to do this marriage series where we literally put it all on the table. We're at our kitchen table. We want y'all to feel like y'all are sitting right here in front of us. We want to answer these questions and be 100% honest, transparent, and literally put it out there. We want to tell y'all the truth before you step your 2 feet into something you ain't ready for, you know? So that's what it is.
And then, of course, if you can think of a question for us, because we would love to help anybody out if we had the knowledge for it, drop it in the comments. Just write it down, and we'll put it in another video so we can make sure we feedback with y'all.
So before we get started, I do have to go ahead and shout out my girl Vincenza and her husband Sarge. They gave us this great idea. They are also another young couple who's married. They have a kid. Actually, they have 2. So she's pregnant now. Anyways, I'm going on a long spiel. I will make sure that I leave their channel in the description box. So please go ahead and go check them out. They gave us this idea, which I think is awesome.
Good people. Y'all go check their channel out.
Very good people. What is one challenge that you had before marriage?
Before marriage, so like dating stage?
Dating stage.
A challenge that I had before marriage? Honestly, I didn't know what it was going to be like financially. Because you always operate as an individual. We didn't really have, in my opinion, I don't think we had a lot of difficulties during relationship. But I always wondered, okay, we're going to do 1 bank account, we're going to do 2 bank accounts, we're going to have 1 big savings. Like, how are we going to work this thing out financially? Because it's no more my money, it's we money. And I learned that quick.
Very quick. I think for me, the one challenge that I had before marriage was just being away from him. Like, you want to end your night and start your day with him, and we did it all through the phone, which wasn't very fun. So when we did have the opportunity to hang out or get together, we literally had to, I gotta wait on you to get out the shower. Are you dressed? I'm on my way. I gotta have you home by a certain time.
Yeah.
That was a challenge.
It was fun. Because we didn't stay together. For y'all that didn't know. Yeah. We did not stay together.
We didn't
before we got married. So we did it the right way, and there's no wrong way, but we did it the traditional way.
Right. Say that. And we dated, to throw that out there, we dated 4 years before we got married. So imagine not being with your spouse 365 days times 4.
They know what they were gonna live like. You know how clean.
You don't know nothing.
You know how clean.
So that was a challenge. What do you argue about the most?
Now?
Yeah.
Argue? That's a strong word.
Argue is a strong word. What do we disagree about? Because we don't argue.
What do we disagree about the most? Probably what we're gonna eat. That's on the humorous side. More serious,
on the realistic side, I feel like we argue about like who cleaned up this last, or who turn is it to watch the baby. Because if you don't know, if you're new to our channel, we do have a 9-month-old, so we pretty much argue or disagree about like
it's your turn to clean the bathroom.
Exactly. No, I already cleaned up our bathroom 3 times. It's your turn. We literally just had this argument like 2 or 3 days ago. So we argue about, I mean, argue is a strong word, but that's something that we kind of disagree about. And I really can't think of anything serious that we really go ahead about, because we don't really butt heads like that. What surprised you the most about marriage?
What surprised the booty? I'll just play. What surprised me the most about marriage is,
I can't believe you just said that.
What, the booty? Love it. Just married, but I'm trying to think. You go first.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I think what surprised me the most was the fact that I'm an adult, I guess. And I think that's more so like me, like personally, but I was just surprised at the fact like I was waking up every morning next to a man in my bed, you know, like I was like, oh,
a man.
You would feel like
ain't just a
I was
man.
just so used to, you know, me being in my own personal space. So that really surprised me, like just waking up, being married, having a ring on my finger like that. I was surprised. I think another thing that I don't know if other women can relate, but for me, I for a long time I struggled with feeling like I deserved that love. So it was just surprising that somebody asked me to marry him. Like he asked me to marry him. It surprised me that he loved me as much as he did and do still. But that was a big surprise for me. It surprised me like you know, we grown, and you know what grown people do. Like, we able to do this? Like, this like, I can walk around like this? Or I can do this at this time of the day? Like, what? That was surprising for me.
I think on my end, it was already everything that I kind of pictured it to be. Like, I didn't really have any big surprises. I think I was more excited that we get to, like you said, wake up together and go shopping. Let's go get groceries. Like, let's do life.
Yeah.
Like, that was like a big shopping. Like I said, we never lived together, never did anything together. So that was very fun. Still is now.
Yeah. What is something that you struggled with in the beginning of marriage?
Struggled with in the beginning. Because when I think about it, I just keep thinking about the first year. So in the beginning, the struggle, I don't want to keep saying this, but what would you think? What did you think? I don't have any good answers.
I think I struggled with the balance of like, what should I cook? Or like, I don't know. I think I struggled with finding stuff to do in a day. Because when we were dating, we didn't really get together until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, hang out, go shopping, go do this. And then when we got married, you waking up together. So we waking up at 11 o'clock and going to sleep together. So I think I struggled with kind of like, what am I supposed to do? Like, of course, I'm a wife. The house is clean because at the time it's only us. We done ate whether we went out to eat or whatever. So it was kind of like, what do I do? What am I supposed to be doing? Like, am I being a good wife? Am I being productive?
Yeah.
What is this to do? I think that's what I struggled with in the beginning. I'm trying to think of something else. I feel like that's kind of like surface level, but I don't think, I really.
It was smooth.
Yeah.
To me, it wasn't no struggles.
I think that's because I don't want to get on the misperception. I think that's because we dated for so long. So if we're talking about marriage, we learned each other within those 4 years. If you want to know what we struggle with in our relationship, what would you say? Let's get on what we struggled with before we got married.
Relationship.
And for me, I'm gonna say communication, because I was the type of female, like, once he made me mad, I shut down. Like, don't text me, don't call me, I'll reach out to you. Completely stubborn, and that is not a good way to communicate. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That got us nowhere, and really could have broke our relationship up.
Yeah, number one, that's communication. If you don't talk, we don't know. And the same for women. If you don't talk to them, they don't know.
They can't read our mind. Y'all know we complicated. Don't make it hard for him to read your mind. If you communicate. And even if you're like, okay, Zell, I'm upset, I can't really talk to you right now, say that. Don't be mad and not tell him that you're mad, and then you got him texting you, blowing you up for 10 hours straight, and you still mad, and that's only making you more mad. He don't know what's wrong with you. He just trying to make it right, because you know they always say sorry first, so don't be that person. Don't be that person.
Sorry, babe. I don't even know what I'm sorry for. I'm just saying.
Right, I just want you to be my friend again.
Right, just talk.
Right. How is it being married young?
I think it's really like an advantage. Like
Yes.
Like, not saying that nobody that get married older is a disadvantage, but we kind of start in life early, even with a child. That's an advantage.
Yeah.
We start young, so I think being married young is like the best. And if my parents, for instance, they got married 18, 19. My grandma and my granddad, they got married like 17, 18. So it's not a bad thing at all. It's very good. Very good.
I think that it's a good thing, because if you know that's the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, why wait until you're 50? And you know our lifespan, you know, let's just say it's 100. So if you get married at 50, you got 50 years with that person. For us, as an advantage, we got married at 22. So we got 70 plus, or about, you know, approximately that amount of time.
Yeah.
But being married young is great, because you know this your person, and you got the rest of your life with them. Like, literally.
And you can literally build, like, business perspective, family goals, homes, you know, anything, financially, spiritually, you can build. And I think if you marry, I don't know, but I think if you're married at an older age, you kind of both got maybe a mindset that you're used to. But with us, we coming in free mind.
Each other learn and grow.
We learning and growing together versus I'm stubborn. My mind is set up. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm 30 and stuck in my ways.
Exactly, yeah. Or I'm 50 and I've been doing this for 50 years. I already know what I'm doing.
Preach, First Lady.
Come on, here.
Come on.
I need that offering.
I'll give you some. $2.
Would you suggest others to get married young?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
If I know them personally and I know what you're like, I would encourage it. But we, I don't say it to be no type of way, but we don't encourage everybody to get married because, and even old or young, but sometimes you can look at couples and you can kind of tell where they're at. And I know that when you get together, you're one way and then you grow together and you become another way. But sometimes you can just look and tell like they're not compatible.
Yeah.
So we say yes, but that's, it takes some observing to do.
Yeah.
That's just in the nicest way.
Everybody need to know. Like, everybody need that somebody gonna be like, okay, you need to work on this.
Yeah.
Or why can we tell y'all act this way? Or why can we tell, you know.
What is it? What kind of trauma have you been through that got you acting this way? Because it will affect you in your marriage. So, you know, either we're gonna tell you, yeah, we think you're compatible, but we also think you need marriage counseling too. So, yeah. What do you wish you had known before saying I do?
Before saying I do?
I wish I knew how to communicate better. But I did learn.
Learned a lot before. I think more on a man's side that the grind don't stop. Like, cause for me, I work a whole lot, and I recently let go of a job that was taking up most of my weekends and throughout the week.
And taking up family time.
And taking up a lot of family time.
And completely stressful.
Yeah, so that helped out a lot. But back to the question. I wish I had known from a man's perspective. Yeah, you're gonna be married. Yeah, you're gonna love the life, but you finna have to be working. Like, work. And not to make it seem like working is a bad thing. Working is a good thing. But, you know, when you single and you do your thing, you got a free life. You might work, but now it's you and your wife, because my mind had to be as if, okay, yeah, my wife is working going into marriage, but I need to be prepared just in case I knock her up and get her pregnant and she can't work no more.
Right.
And you know, I think that is a talk that men need to have. Like, are you financially ready? Yeah. And thank God he was on our side, you know. So.
Do you have the ability to provide for your wife in a sense of you're the only provider? Exactly.
Because I don't lean on her finances at all. And I know the man is kind of the man's job. In my perspective, y'all men, let me know if y'all watching this, what y'all think about that. But I feel like us men should be able to take care of the whole family. And you know, it's just important to me. So next question. If you could do it all over again, what would you do differently?